Hey there, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. Today we are going to cover October 2021 for you. Wow. Okay. So as I was getting into your energy, I saw an arrowhead, and it was pointed, and it was definitely aiming towards something. And then I saw you sharpening the arrowheads. And so I think you are focused. I think you are determined. And I think you are honing your skill set. Wow, these cards are like pretty fast here. Okay, so you are honing your skill set for whatever it is that you need, for wherever it is that you are going to next. And it seems like you know what that is, which is very cool. So, which is probably why the cards are going so quickly today. Okay, that was weird. Wait, hold on. Okay, so when the cards snap like that, that means it's done. And I didn't have all the cards I wanted, but they said take them off the top. It's not the first time they've done that. And so here we go. Oh, this is interesting. All right, so your deck that Spirit selected is the After Tarot. This is the one moment after stuff has happened. And so your overall energy is pretty difficult. Okay, so you have the Tower. So, and underneath it, there was the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Hearts. Wow. Okay. Huh. All right. I see what happened here. There was a situation where, for some of you, if this is not your reading, check out your sun, your moon, or your rising. There is a calculator in the description box below. This may not be your reading. This is looking pretty specific for people who are Virgos who have had some kind of upheaval or change that has recently happened that you saw coming. We have the Wheel of Fortune that was in the reverse, something that was bothering you or trying to hold back the heartbreak. There was a loss. We went from the Ten of Pentacles to the Ten of Cups in reverse to the victory of the Six of Wands in reverse to the Three of Swords in reverse, which is kind of nice because that's the healing that comes. But there was kind of like the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is like Spirit was trying to get things moving. And for whatever reason, you were trying not to let that happen. And Spirit finally said, look, we're going to do you a favor here. And we're going to bring the Tower down. So let's get into it and see what's going on here. So Spirit just said the good news. The good news is that you are watching this before October starts, and that means that you are not stuck. You're not stuck. So there is something that's happening that you can see it's happening, and you have the opportunity. That is what is the beauty of using tarot. There's an opportunity for you to make changes now, so you can change it, right? Nothing is set in stone. It's always about your decision-making process and using this as information and guidance to help you. Okay, yeah. So you can totally manage the situation. I hope that you guys watch this before October. All right. What's this one? Okay, yeah. All right, so there's something that needs to change. There's an opportunity, there's something that's shifting, changing, and there is a need for you to make some kind of a decision to go through with this, but it is by following your intuition that you are going to know what the right change is to make, what it is that you need to do to let this stuff happen. And so the change is coming. So when you know about it in advance, the idea is that if you turn the wheel and you don't let the Tower moment happen, and then you can control the rate at which everything falls and the way it works. So here we go. You currently find yourself in the position of strength, and this is often like to me though, this when I'm looking at this. Okay, so this lion is loving all the guidance and protection, and I feel like this is spirit just holding you tight, hugging on you, that giving you the guidance that you need, and if you can lean into that and tap into that and following your intuition, you're gonna know what to do. So don't. So what I'm seeing right now is I'm seeing a dam that's trying to burst, and I see somebody standing there. Oh gosh, what is it? I think it was called The Little Dutch Boy. Oh God, it's like I'm seeing something from my childhood. Anyways, it was this story about this little boy who was trying to stop the dam from breaking, and so he stuck a finger here and a toe over here and a finger up here, and then he's like trying to stop it. Of course, you can't stop the dam from breaking, and it's like you've been putting Scotch tape on something that needs to be welded. And whatever is going on, there's like a complete, something needs to really be changed. And so Spirit has been sending you an opportunity, but there you are, you're just pouring it on the ground. You're like, I don't want that. I don't want that. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, wow. Okay, so in the subconscious, you have your intuition has been coming to you, the King of Cups. So look, he's also pouring out the cup. It is like you either are tired of pouring your emotions into a situation, which could totally be what's going on here, or you are being led and guided and you are like blocking it and saying, no, I don't need to do that. Sometimes we think that Spirit is going to bring us all the answers that we need and everything is magically going to show up, and so I don't need to take any action because I will be saved. Okay, so wow, what is with all the water? Okay, so now they're showing me the story of the guy who, was warned that the flood was coming, and he was like, I don't have to leave. I don't have to evacuate. God will save me. And then the water got up to the second floor, and he's there, and some guy came by in a rowboat and said, hey, get in, I'll save you. He's like, I don't need you to save me, God will save me. And then he got up onto the roof, and the helicopter came, and they wanted to drop a line down to him, and he's like, oh, you don't need to, God will save me. And then he ends up, at the gates of St. Peter's there, and at the pearly gates, and St. Peter's like, what the heck? And he's like, no, what the heck? I thought God was going to save me. And Peter's like, no, really? We sent you 3 opportunities. We warned you. We sent you people to help, and you didn't take any of those opportunities. And I feel like that is what is happening here. Like, there are opportunities happening, and you are just like, I don't want that. I don't want that. And the tower is coming. And so take a look around. What is the situation that you are so focused and determined on? If you will focus, that's okay. If you will focus with determination, you can avert. You can avert the disaster by choosing something new. You're not paying attention. It's so weird. This is so not Virgo. Okay. All right. Now. Okay. In the recent past, not recent past, but the energy to lean into is the intuition. So that full moon that just happened in Pisces was major. It was an end of a cycle, and it almost feels like you're trying to stop the cycle from ending and allowing yourself to move forward. And so move forward and create this balance, this energetic balance. I think you've been giving away too much of yourself. It feels like a financial situation here, to be honest. It doesn't, even though I said the heartbreak thing, it feels like a financial situation because the obstacle, again, we have this Page of Pentacles, and this page is about to give away his only coin. And here in the subconscious, it's just give, 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 give. And this would be pouring out your emotional energy for other people. This could be also that, pouring your emotional energy out for others. What are you giving to yourself? Because here you have the opportunity of the King of Pentacles. of taking control, of dominating the situation, of having total control and mastery over what is going on. And it looks like a financial situation here because we have the page, we have the king, we have the knight, we have the 6 of pentacles. And so I feel like you've been making, maybe making choices based on your emotions. I'm like giving you this and I'm helping this person and I'm doing this, but you're forgetting to take care of saving for your own rainy day. You're not doing the work that needs to be done to take care of yourself first, and always that's our priority. So in the area of who you are, we have this knight in shining armor. We've got the knight that's riding in to save the day, the Knight of Wands. He's moving forward quickly. He's on fire with passion and desire, but I need something else. Okay. And then we get a book. All right. What do we have here? 10 of Swords, 9 of Cups, 3 of Cups, and 3 of Wands. It really looks like, okay, this 10 of Cups, the sun's coming up. 10 of Swords, the sun's coming up and people are coming to take away the body. There's a situation that is over and done. We have the 9 of Cups here. This is way too much. Indulgence, like you have everything and more is coming in. But I feel like in your case, maybe more is going out because you're pouring it out, So I feel like I feel like this is you, not the guy that's sitting there with all the cups, but this is you. Bringing and giving more and more and more. So you're at the point of complete and total exhaustion here. And everybody around you seems to be getting what they want. So this is nice because you do have this growth energy of the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. This would be community and working together to grow something. But I feel like you're overextended. I think you're giving away too much when you should be claiming what is your own. Claim what is yours. Stake your claim. Focus on what it is you're trying to do and not be so distracted by all these other people about the good times and the doing things, and there's so many opportunities here and I'm not sure what I'm going for. And so there's a need, I think, for you to really focus and create a path, because the advice here is the 7 of Swords, and the 7 of there's so much danger here. This 7 of Swords, look, he's not watching where he's going and he's about to get tripped up. The 7 of Swords is oftentimes, I know that they say it's a liar, cheater, thief card, and there's enough cards here that make me wonder if some of you are not cheating. I don't think you're being cheated on. I think it's more because we have the Knight of Wands, which can be a cheater. We've got the 3 of Cups, which can be a cheater, and these are all in the ego place, in your subconscious. We got this King of Cups. He's like pouring his emotional energy into like other things. We've got the overindulgent 9 of Cups in where you are. It could be that you are done with a relationship, but maybe you haven't told your partner, and they're going to figure it out, and then the tower is going to come down. You're passing on some opportunity. You're dumping. It's just like everything is, this is so out of balance. In your environment, you have a Queen of Wands who is being guided by her intuition. Now, when I say her, this is a receptive energy. It could be divine masculine or divine feminine. Well, it's divine feminine energy, but it could be in a masculine or a feminine individual, because we have both parts, and they're listening and they're focusing on what needs to be done. So we have very focused, and again, the horse is black, receiving guidance and information from the subconscious here. But you are in real danger because your outgoing card that you got was the Fool. But this Fool wasn't paying attention and he fell off the cliff. It's a new beginning, but he's about to tumble down because he's so focused. And look, he's sniffing on the flower. Really, it looks like somebody is so... Okay, and it could be that you're in a new relationship. And you are so in love and you're just pouring out all your emotional energy on this new relationship, but you're not paying attention to your finances. That could totally be it. But there is something where you need to be paying attention to what's going on because you're not. And you're about to get tripped up. And to clarify this, we've got this Six of Cups energy. So yeah, this is running after a soulmate, playing around, having some fun. We have the Seven of Cups. This is lots of things to choose from, but look what he chose. He tried to choose, oh wow. Okay, well this isn't bad. Okay, so he chose financial reward, and the snake is there, but the snake is actually wrapped around his sacral chakra, which is Kundalini energy rising. So this is lovely. In this Knight of Swords, you have the dragon coming in, but this dragon, look, it's on fire, and I feel like it's divine inspiration coming in. So you might take a tumble, but it's going to wake you up. I feel like I want more, I want something here that I'm not getting for information. So this is the Sacred Traveler. Let's see what... Okay. Well, this is lovely. All right. Okay. The Fool, he's sniffing the flower. He's walking where he wants. He's taking a new chance. And it says here, navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. So he is definitely paying attention to what brings him the joy and the happiness, maybe not watching where he's going. But you have great adventure. Take a risk. Venture forward. So maybe you've just tumbled head over heels into a new project at work and you're just like, this is fascinating, and you're so involved in it that maybe you're missing some of the details at home, like paying bills or something like that. Maybe you've found this new romantic situation and it's really a lot of fun, and it's occupying a lot of your time. But again, I want to remind you that I did see you honing your skill set. And I do feel with the Tower here that it's necessary for you to pay attention to all of the details. If you're off on some kind of an adventure here, but there is, it feels like there is a potential for you to overgive in one area or the other of your life when you could be manifesting in all of them, because the King of Pentacles totally manifests in all of the arenas of his life. And so, and you are an earth sign, and the Pentacles do totally represent you. I often think of you as the Queen of Pentacles, and she's not here, but the rest of them are. So I feel like there's a real need for you to follow your dreams, to follow your goals, to be focused on what it is that you want. But I'm going to caution you to not lose sight of the fact that there's a lot of other things happening also. So you are ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is in retrograde, went into retrograde on the 27th for most of the world of September, and will be there until the 17th of October. And so that could be where the communication, because they have these swords, it could be communication that gets a little unstable, unclear. It could be details slipping through the cracks. And so because it's an air sign, it's in Libra, there is a need to really, and it's going to retrograde all the way back to where it was at the new moon in Virgo. So it's going to go back to where it was on September 6th. That was the new moon in Virgo. So as you're planting the seed of intention for whatever it is that you're trying to create, Mercury was at 10 degrees of Libra, and it's made it all the way to 25 degrees, but it's going to go back to there. And currently, when it goes into retrograde on the 27th, Mars is right there at 10 degrees of Libra, and it is going to be proceeding forward, and it finishes at the time of the retrograde is over. It gets all the way to like 25 degrees. And so it's like the action is going ahead of the thoughts, and the thoughts are going backwards and revising. And so getting tripped up because you're not really paying attention to everything is a real possibility. So I really want to encourage you to take care of that. You know, and I don't want you to feel like you're not good enough. This King of Cups who's pouring his emotional energy out and looking upset about it, I feel like it's like your own sense of self-worth has really taken some kind of a hit. And you're supposed to really kind of lean into that energy of it and know how great you are. So in the area of health, you have the daffodil, which is self-worth. Looks like the sun coming up, right? That is this strength energy. That is solar plexus energy. And so really loving yourself, loving the best parts of you. We are in Libra season, which is the first part of October. That is in your second house of self-worth, self-value, self-esteem. And so I think there's a real need for you to focus on what brings your life into balance and makes you feel like you're giving and receiving in equal balance, so that you are not giving away more than you're receiving. There's always a need for balance, but in Libra season, it's about balance. And Six of Pentacles is a card of Virgo. And so again, maybe Taurus. It's Taurus. So it is about manifesting for yourself and not just giving everything to somebody that comes along and sells you a bill of goods. Be discerning. Be discerning, they just said. We have ginseng conservation. Okay, and that's root chakra. And to me, that looks like you really need to be looking after your own personal resources. And resources are financial, but they're also emotional. It's your time. It's your mental. If you've been working on a project, don't be letting everybody in on what's going on until you're ready, because you don't want to be taken out from underneath you. I feel like you could get tripped up by somebody else's sneaky crap if you're not careful. So the ginseng says the bottom line when you draw ginseng is to care for yourself and try not to spend too much energy at this time. And if you must, take care to regenerate yourself afterwards. Ginseng root is a tonic with a cumulative effect for increasing energy levels. It is not an overnight fix. Likewise, the plant takes 4 to 5 years to create a mature root ready to harvest. If you feel especially drained, it may take some time to regain your strength. That's why we have this here. As with all plants whose medicine lies in the root, ginseng ask you to look deep within yourself and to uncover forces operating beneath the surface. Strive to channel your energy inward and trust that your strength will return. So passing up on opportunities because you're just exhausted is a real possibility. And the subconscious, the root of your spread here, has this giving away everything emotionally and physically. I feel like you've given away too much and you're not keeping enough for yourself. You're just, the danger, the challenge is that you're overgiving when you should be drawing and attracting to yourself. And the way you do that is by focusing on yourself. And that arrow could be you focusing on what it is you want and taking care of yourself and doing what's good for you. And the Knight of Wands could be about changing your energy around and shifting the focus back onto yourself. The Knight of Wands is very self-involved. And I feel like maybe that is the answer right now, is taking care of you, making you a priority. And working on your own self-worth and your own sense of self-esteem and what is it that you value. And watching out for the trips and the pitfalls that's going on around you. So for some of you, this tower could be that you are about to be so exhausted that you make a mistake that's serious. Either financially, or maybe while you're driving, or while you're walking, you trip and fall because your head's up in the, because you're so tired, you're not actually picking up your feet. When you're super, oh God, when you need a break and you get a Tower card, oftentimes that means that you are about to experience a long-term illness because you need a break. And if you won't take it yourself, Spirit's going to help you find one. So take a look around. Where are you giving away too much of yourself? Emotionally, physically, mentally, financially. And create, put yourself first. Okay. So one of my things I like to tell people when I'm doing empowerment readings with them is I always feel it's really important that you remember that when the cabin pressure in a plane drops, you are instructed to stop and put your mask on first before you help those that are next to you. And I feel like you need to put your mask on. And I'm not talking about your COVID mask. I'm talking about your oxygen mask. I'm talking about taking care of yourself first before something tragic evolves because you're so exhausted or you gave away. So you have here the cherry blossoms, which come in the spring. There's a mountain there in the distance, and the sun is coming up. And I feel like, again, they said it would take some time, right? They said, 4 to 5 years, but let's put that in months because it feels like months because we have spring. Now, for some of you in the southern hemisphere, maybe you've been going through this and now this is coming for you, but it's a time passage. Anyways, and cherry blossoms only bloom for a short time, and then it takes a long time for the fruit to ripen, and the ripened fruit is extraordinary. It has so much healing to it. And so again, there's still this time that has to pass. And so so much more awaits. There'll come a day when you look back at where you've been and where you are now, and you'll call this your warm-up years. So again, this is a cycle. It's going to take a while, especially if you planted your seed of intention with that new moon in your sign. That one definitely felt like it will take the full 18 months of a moon cycle because the new moon happens, and then 18 months later, and during Pisces, you get the full moon that relates back to the new moon. So it's an 18-month cycle. So dig in, and it's time to reconstruct, to focus, and to hone your skills on what it is you want to do and what you want to create this balanced, healthy lifestyle for yourself. It says more love, more fun, more friends, more laughter, more thoughts, more things, more, lots more. You are so loved, the universe. The universe is going to open up this flow of abundance and bring it to you, but you have to take the first step, which is to take care of yourself, because if you don't, then we're like, well, we're still going to open up the flow of abundance, but first we're going to have to make you sit down. If you don't end the cycle of overextending, it will be ended for you. It's kind of strange when you know exactly what you want to create. Oh, this is the arrow. First, you have to define it in terms of the end result. I want to hone the skill. I want to have this. I want whatever, right? Second, you have to physically move toward it. I want a more balanced lifestyle. That's your arrow. Okay. So then you have to physically move toward it. That's creating safe, healthy boundaries. When people call you up and they're like, so I was thinking maybe you could come and help me move my furniture this weekend. And you're like, I worked 60 hours this week, and it's your friend and you want to, but you know, when you needed help cleaning out your garage last summer, did they even show up? So, you know, you're going to have to look at that and say, well, where's the healthy boundary? You know, and you could say to them, I'll tell you what, I can't really come this weekend, but if you need help, like moving the stuff around, maybe next weekend, you know, if there's stuff you need to take to the dump because you decide not to have it or something, I can help with that. You know, like, what is the boundary? Or I can come for 3 hours in the morning, but then I got to go. And then you leave. Like something, right? And finally, you let go of how you think it will actually show up. So when you decide that what you're going to do is create a more balanced life, that you want to manifest physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, romantically, whatever it is. That's defining the terms of the goal, right? The result. And then you create space in your life for these things to manifest, but then you keep your eye open for opportunities. You pay attention to the details, and when doors open, you step through them. If you choose to, you don't have to step through all of them, because we have 7 of Cups, which is a lot of different options coming at you, and then so choose carefully. Choose carefully which ones you want. Be discerning. If you don't want, then pass on things. You don't have to do everything. And so the thing that you want most starts coming to you. The thing you want most is coming to you. So say you want this soulmate connection, and here the soulmate's chasing the other one. But they're both running toward their mother, right? And so again, it's like that coming home feeling. And the Queen of Wands that's in your environment, she knows how to manifest and create by being really focused on what it is that she's trying to create. And so you're being encouraged to kind of look at who around you can support you on this goal, and how can you do this for yourself by creating the space you need and not giving away so much of yourself. This is a big thing going on here. So that risk, that venture that you're going on, it might feel risky to tell people no. It might be risky to say, oh, I'm going to go on vacation. It might feel risky to do what it is that brings you joy and happiness, because you're like, well, other people may not understand that, but it doesn't matter. You do what works for you. In the area of your love reading here, we have sexuality and we have the garden. And the garden is about being totally abundant and happy in your own life. There is one person in this garden. She's lying there. The garden gate's open. She is just lying there enjoying the bounty of her life. And then you have sexuality, which is about we have a Knight of Wands, which is about sexuality too. Some of you your love life is ticking up. That's pretty good. So the sexuality is about being willing to embrace this is that self-worth, self-esteem too. Like, embrace who you are and the value of who you are, and know who you are, and be willing to express that. You don't need to hide underneath layers of protection, which could be clothing. And they're also showing me, for some of you, starting to take care of your body in a way that helps you to be more healthy will make you feel better and more self-confident in the bedroom. So I'm not talking about a crash diet. I'm talking about good, healthy lifestyle changes. Consult your doctor. I want to say consult a dietitian. I would talk to a dietitian before I talk. Well, it's always good to go to the doctor and get all the blood work done so you can see what the problem is. But doctors get about 2 hours of dietetic training, because that's, maybe it's 2 weeks, but it's like almost nothing. And so dietitians, they spend, good 2 years plus lots of clinicals. And so the dietitians who you want to talk to get really good advice on, okay, so the doctor's identified the issue, but go talk to your dietitian to know what kinds of things you can do. A holistic nutritionist is another really great idea. Your personal trainer is really good for helping you with training your muscles and the weight loss to a degree, but listen to your intuition. But honestly, most of the nutritional advice that you receive from personal trainers, they also have not had a lot of training about what is healthy for your body. So again, I'm going to go back to that. Nutritionist, holistic nutritionist, dietitian, they're the experts. They're the ones you should be talking to about diet. Not, some guy on YouTube that says he's a personal trainer and his mom lost all this weight doing what he said. No. Go find an actual expert. You have the dove for your destiny. The dove is peace, it's reassurance, it's resolution. That's what that looks like. Peace. Comes from your leaning into your own inner strength. The affirmation that goes with this is peace rises gently from my heart and my path is blessed with grace. Let go of the worries. If you're losing sleep, I don't know why they keep talking about this. Okay, now they're showing me cortisol. So cortisol helps you pack on the pounds and makes it hard to lose. And cortisol happens when you're in a constant state of anxiety. Either your body is on high alert because there's things in the body that's not working right, and so it cranks up the production of cortisol, or you are in flight or fight mode because you're stressed out or actually someone's chasing you, right? So this jacks up all of the other hormones in your body, and it activates, it just activates so many things. Okay. I have a degree in nutrition. So it activates so many hormonal responses in your body that's part of what keeps you awake at night. And so my advice to you is if you're awake at night, go ahead and turn on the light, write down all the things you're thinking about, put them on paper, get them off your head, and then turn off the light and do some deep breathing to relax and allow yourself to get to sleep. Because when you are running on less than 7 hours of sleep, your body's producing cortisol, and cortisol stores fat, among other things. That's one of the things it does. And so then excess weight leads to so many other health problems. It is the #1 health killer, health risk factor in the United States. So it is because of that so many other things happen. Your weight is something you can do something about, but first you have to manage your anxieties and your other things, and so it's all wrapped up together. So crash dieting is not what I'm saying. Lifestyle change and meditation to lower your cortisol also impacts your immune response. So it's a big thing, okay? So good, healthy choices for yourself, loving yourself, doing things that are good for you, slowing the pace down. This Knight of Wands is racing really fast and going everywhere, right? Maybe what you need to do is become more like the Knight of Pentacles and slow things down and focus on what you want and focus on your taking care of yourself and not giving so much of yourself away, and just reducing the stress alone will start to improve your health. Just doing that, and a great way to release stress also is to go for a walk out in nature. Your earth sign, getting out in nature, paying attention, getting your bare feet onto the ground as much as possible is very helpful. So it says here, peace rises gently from within my heart and my path is blessed with grace. Hand your worries to the divine feminine. Trust that she knows how to create solutions without force or aggression. You have the ability to settle your mind by tuning into your heart and letting go. Don't wait for things to be in order before you feel at peace. Choose to feel at peace. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to start moving in that direction. Give yourself to peace and trust in your heart right now. Even the most daunting problems can be resolved more gracefully than you realize. Letting go will bring you resolution more quickly and graciously. The divine feminine is reassuring you that all is well. And I really feel like that. This almost feels like the divine around you is really this energy of creation and help, and because it's the subconscious is really coming through on that. And so I feel like this is you tapping into who you are inside, and again, following your bliss. Do something every day that you do it just because it makes you happy to do it. Do something every day. Choose to create joy in your life every day by just doing something, even if it's taking a different path home so you can see something different, or, playing with the dog, or something that you do deliberately on purpose because it brings you joy. Find a way to create this peace for yourself. Start there. Other things will start to fall into place. And the healthy boundaries. Tell people no. You can say no. You're giving way too much of yourself away. It's just give to yourself. Okay? It's not narcissistic and it's not selfish. It's healthy. So take care of yourself, all right? That was a lot. These readings are going to be long today, I can see. Spirit's got a lot to say. So you guys take care. There is a weekly reading that comes out. Follow along with the energy of that for guidance on YouTube. On Facebook. There is a daily reading of the general energy that may help you. And then in 2 weeks, there'll be the mid-month. And Spirit will revisit whatever they feel they need to at that point. All right? You guys take good care. I'll talk to you soon.